Hi guys, my name is AniWolfie, also known as Wolfie Spence on Twitch, and I just wanted to make this channel to sort of express one of my other loves, also known as figure collecting. This video will be about my pre-orders for 2022. Some of them have already been ordered and shipped, but they're not coming to my house yet, as they're going to take a little bit longer to arrive. So let's get started. I'll put the photos next to me, so then you'll be able to see the figures and understand what I'm talking about a little bit more. So the first one we've got for January 2022 is the Nekapara Vanilla Patisserie La Soel Uniform Pop-Up Parade. I have got this from Deca Anime. Good Smile Company has lovely made this and re-released it. And I've also got two of the other Nekapara girls already here, so then I can get the rest of them and then have the big group of them. That was $29.99 in Great British Pounds, and I'm pretty sure I paid for it on pre-order rather than paying for it when it was released. The second one from January 2022 is the Kakaguri XX Yumiko Jubami B-Style by Freeing. She is a quarter scale, and I am no stranger to quarter scales. I have quite a few already. I pre-ordered her off of Deca Anime again. I ordered quite a lot of Deca Anime, so a lot of them will be from there. The only issue with Deca Anime is that they do charge extra and also have delayed releases, which is really annoying, but it's fine. I suppose it's worth it in the end. And she was £279.99, which is quite pricey, but it's fine. I can afford it, luckily. All thanks to her student loan. Yeah. So the third figure off of this list for January 2022 is the quintessential quintuplets Nanako Yotsuba by Corfu version. She is a prize figure, so she's not a scale, unfortunately, and they are by Tato, also off of Deca Anime, and she is £19.99, which isn't bad. Like, a lot of them are around that price. I don't have that many pricey ones until later on in the year, and if I do have more pricier ones, then they're usually in a lot less of an order. I've also got her other counterparts coming or already here. I've got 3 of them already here, and the other one is after her, I do believe, or is arriving soon, and I haven't put her on the list. Number 4 is ReZero Rem Puck Corfu version, also another prize figure by by Tato, and I also got that off of Deca Anime. And once again, she is £19.99. Number 5 is the counterpart for Vanilla, which is the Nekapara Chocolat Patisserie La Soel Uniform Pop-Up Parade. Once again, prize figure by Good Smile Company. Got her off Deca Anime as well, and she was also £29.99, which is alright, I suppose. As they are re-releases, it's a lot easier than getting them off of the aftermarket. seeing as they can be pricey. Next one is Data Live Kurumi Tokuzaki China swimsuit version Corfu. She's a price figure, so once again, not scaled. She is by Tato once again. I quite like the Corfu figures, so I've got quite a few of them coming. And once again, of Deca Anime. And she was also £19.99. Next one is actually on its way, so I'll have her a lot quicker than the others. This one is the Data Live Origami Tobichi Hanten Rezu Keijo. I've got the Toka counterpart for her, and this is a re-release as well. She is a 1/6 scale figure, so she's a little bit bigger than the price figures. And they are by Beeful. I have pre-ordered this one off of AniWolfie, which is why she might take a little bit longer to arrive, but she is on her way. And she was £88.83. I think I paid for her when I pre-ordered her. I do believe, because I don't remember spending that much money recently. Oh wait, yes I do. I didn't pay for her when I pre-ordered her. I paid for her on release. And the last one for January is Food Wars Shigeki no Soma Erina Nakari Bare-Legged B-Style by Freeing. She is another quarter scale, and I got her off of AmiAmi. And she was £133.56, not including postage. None of these are including postage. So yeah, in total, this month is scary, but it's fine. They're probably going to be delayed anyway, so it's a lot easier than just not pre-ordering them anyway, just because of the price. I have put money aside for them, so when they do get released, then I can pay for them easy enough. Next up is February 2022, and once again, it's got quite a big order. So the first one is Danganronpa Junko Enoshima Pop-Up Parade by Good Smile Company. Once again, being a pop-up parade, she is a prize figure, or non-scale, should I call them? Not really prize figures. And I got her off of Deca Anime. She was $29.99, which is the usual price for pop-up parades, I think, now. Which I, some reason, remember them being less, but so be it. The next up is Data Live Kurumi Tokuzaki Bikini Armor by Alphamax. She is a 1/7 scale, and she was an impulse pre-order for sure. When I saw her, I had to have her, and she was £176.99, and that in itself is pushing February to be the most expensive month. But a lot of these I have paid in advance, so it's fine. I've also made a note of all the ones I have to pay for, so all the prices I'm saying now might not be 100% accurate to my paying. They are 100% accurate to the pre-order paying. Next one is the quintessential quintuplets Nanako Isuki Corfu version. And once again, the prize figure by Tato. And once again, she is off of Deca Anime. She was £19.99, which will finish off the quintessential quintuplets collection, and that'll make me very happy when they are released and together, because they kind of look lonely at the moment. Next one is Vocaloid Hatsune Miku Wonderland figure series Cinderella version. She is another prize figure by Taito, and once again I got her off of Deca Anime. I have some of the other Wonderland series already. I've got the Rapunzel, Red Riding Hood, and the Snow White, I do believe she is. So she'll go along perfectly fine with the rest of them. The next one is a Kaguya-sama Love is War Chika Fujiwara Corfu version. And she's another prize figure by Taito. Count how many times I say Taito in this video. Taito. And she was once again off of Deca Anime. She was £17.99, which I'm pretty sure makes her the cheapest one out of the collection of the pre-orders, which is such a relief. And this one actually got delayed from, I believe, December, maybe? When I pre-ordered her, she definitely was coming out in December. But this is the Genshin Impact Klee Spark Knight 1/7 figure by MiHoYo. I have got her off of Solaris Japan, which means I have already prepaid for her, which makes it a whole lot easier. She was £156.58, which is steep, but it's fine because I've already paid for her. The next one is the Darling in the Franxx 02 B-Style version 2, so the white version of her. I unfortunately missed out on the red version because when she was released I didn't know anything about pre-ordering figures. I only officially started collecting figures in 2020. Obviously, peak lockdown, I was going insane. She is by Freeing, and she is a quarter scale, as most Freeing figures are. And I got her off of AmiAmi. She was £139.35, which is a whole lot cheaper than buying her off of the aftermarket for her red version, because I am not doing that. And the last one for February 2022 is the Data Bullet White Queen B-Style by Freeing, quarter scale once again. I have got the Kurumi quarter scale to go along with her. I actually pre-ordered this one before I got any quarter scales from Freeing because I thought she was really nice. So I actually brought the Kurumi one secondhand off of my figure collection last month, I do believe. So it was a Christmas present for me. And she was £162.25 off of AmiAmi, not including postage once again, which is gonna be killer. And the next month, which is March, this is the only one for March, which is surprising because there is actually months that have a lot more than one on here. And that is a Data Bullet Kurumi Tokozaki Orion, and she is a 1/7 scale from KD Cole by KD Cole. and I bought her off of AniWolfie for £122.80, which is very nice for the style of figure she is. She is beautiful. She's the only figure that I'm getting of that style. I love that figure so much, and when I saw her go up for pre-order, I was like, I need to get this. And luckily I had no other pre-orders for March, so unless things get pushed down to March, we should be in the clear. And now for April, which is one of the bigger months again. The first one is the Nekapara Asuki Pop-Up Parade by Good Smile Company. Once again, got her from Deca Anime. And again, she is the 5th one in the collection for me to get. So when I've got them all, they'll all be lined up in my Detolf, looking beautiful. But yeah, she was $29.99, just like all the other ones are. And the next one, leading on perfectly, is the Nekapara Coconut Pop-Up Parade by Good Smile Company. I also got her for Deca Anime for £29.99, as usual. So then that would be the Nekapara Pop-Up Parades finished until they decide to release random side characters that they have. And then the next one is Vocaloid Hatsune Miku Wonderland figure series, but the Alice version. And then that would be the last one of the series until they start making more of them, which is scary. It's a scary thought. And once again from Tato and off of Deca Anime, and she was £19.99. I'm excited to have them all together and having like the same with the quintessential quintuplets and the Nekapara girls. I'd like to see them all together because then it'll be more cohesive. Next one is the Kakaguri XX Mary Saotome by Maithus. I'm actually getting this as a present from someone else who's paying for it. This was arranged a long time ago, so I've known about it for months. She is a 1/7 scale and she will look beautiful. Like, she's going to be my only other Kakaguri one apart from my Jabani quarter scale, which is gonna be good. And she was £80.11, and she is off of AniWolfie. Then the next one is the Kuma Bear Yuna B-Style Bear Suit version by Freeing, and she is a quarter scale off of AniWolfie. I wanted to get her so badly, and I was trying to convince myself not to get her because of the amount of money that it is in April already, but I couldn't say no, really, because I like the different style that they've taken on with the bear suit rather than the bunny suit, and I love the little puppets and stuff, and this looks so cute, and so I just had to get her. There was no other option. But yeah, so she was £156.53. These are weirdly precise numbers because they have been converted from yen to pound off of AniWolfie, so it's only approximate stuff, which is always scary. And then the last one for April 2022 is Food Wars Shogeki no Soma Alice Nakari B-Style, which would go along with the Erina very, very well, which is why I got both of them, because I think they look really nice together, and I am hoping to get my hands on the other Food Wars bunnies at some point. She was, let me just find her again. She was off of Army £150 and 80p, which all in all, April is not as much as January and February are, which is good because it's a little bit more controlled, which kind of feels nice. If you're wondering how I'm reading all these, they're in an Excel spreadsheet that I threw together about 3 hours ago, so that's fun. And right, on to May 2022. First one is No Game, No Life, Shiro, Alice in Wonderland, 1/7 from Eastream. When I saw this first time, I fell in love. I saw it first time on Instagram, and I didn't know whether it was actually real or not, or whether it was just a illustration that looked really realistic. But when I saw it come up for pre-order on Army, you know I ignored how much it was. You know for a fact I ignored it because I wanted it so badly. So that was £208.58 altogether, apart from postage, which is a lot. But I have ways of being able to pay it off in installments and stuff like that, so it's not anything to worry about. And plus, I don't spend money on anything else. I don't go out drinking, don't go out socialising, nothing like that. Just, I do what I want to do at home. Next one is Date Life Kurumi Tokizaki School Uniform 1/7 by Kotobukiya. Kotobukiya. Something like that. She was another one of those ones that I just wanted because Kurumi is one of my favourite characters. I like her design, her personality. I haven't caught up on Date Alive or Data Bullet, so I haven't actually seen the new ones or the films. So I'm a bit of a fake fan, but I still just love her as a whole. So yeah, she was £70.50 off of Army, which once again is pricey but worth it. Well, I hope it is anyway. I am really excited for her. Next one is the No Game No Life Shiro Crown pop-up parade. She is a prize figure from Good Smile Company. I am getting her off of Army, so I'm a bit skeptical. I've already got the Shiro Sniper pop-up parade, so that's not a only one type thing. And she was £21 off of Army, like I said, which is cheaper than getting off Deco Anime, which is a nice thing. Right, the next two have been prepaid for, so they're not being counted into my monthly total because I got them off of Solaris Japan. And the first one is original character Mizuka B-Style by Freeing, 1/4 scale from Solaris Japan. Like I said, I was umming and ahhing about this one and her counterpart for ages, and then when I saw that Solaris had them on pre-order, and at the time I had the money to be able to pre-order them and pay outright, I just had to. Like, they look so good. I remember seeing them as a prototype back when they were announced, when I was watching a YouTuber on YouTube, obviously, talk about the announcements, and I was like, if they turn out good, I need to get them. Like, I don't even know where they're actually from. I know they're original characters, but I don't know the original illustration for them. So yeah, I just needed them. And she was £204.87, I think including postage. I'm not sure, but I believe so. And then obviously the next one has to be original character Reika B-Style, who is also a quarter scale by freeing, and she was the same price and all that lot. I think these two look really good together, and you have to get them both really to sort of finish off the set. But if you obviously only want one of them, that's your choice to make. Mine is just more, I just wanted them because they look pretty. I'm not too sure where I'm going to keep all these quarter scales because there is a lot of them, but I'll find a place. Next one is June, and once again this is one that only has one order, which is surprising. And I think this is because this one's not as expensive as others, but it is also expensive. No Game No Life Shuvi by Fat Company, 1/7 scale, and I think this one was released before. I believe so. I've seen it before, but I couldn't get it at the time because I wasn't collecting figures, or I didn't know it existed. One, two, I don't know. But I've got her off of Dekai Anime, and she was £167.99, which is a good price for her, really. I think so, anyway, because of how detailed they are. Then on to July, and the first one is the No Game No Life Shiro Cat B-Style, which is controversial in itself, but she originally came out on a 1/12 scale rather than a quarter scale. So when I saw she was getting a release on quarter scale, I thought, why not get her, because Shiro is another one of my favourite characters. Granted, I know she's young and I know that freeing can sexualise them and all that lot, but all of her figures are quite sexual anyway. I'm not disregarding it, I'm just saying I like it. I like the figure, so I'm gonna get said figure. I know she's young. I know it's not saying that it's right, but she's pretty. So I know it's going to trash her. Trust me, I know. But I got her off of Army, and she was £174.98, meaning she's similar price to all the other bunnies. But as she's a cat, again, I think the difference of the style of it, and it's not just B-Style, I think it's just better that way. Granted, I don't think B-Style actually stands for bunny. I think it just means big, but I even think in my mind it means bunny, and I associate it with the bunnies, so there it is. And the other one from July is the Red Pride of Eden Evanthi Lazy Afternoon 1/7 scale figure by Good Smile Arts Shanghai. I know this is from a game. I've never played it. I just thought she looked really cute and just felt right to get, really. So I brought her, or I've pre-ordered her off of Army. She was £93.47, which I think should look nice in my collection personally. The way that I can store these figures is because I've currently got 2 detolfs in my office, but I've also got 2 detolfs downstairs, so I've got more than enough space for figures, so it's not like it's anything that's gonna crowd my room or anything. So then on to August, which is my birthday month, so I think a lot of this stuff is just, it's gonna be an expensive month, but it's also my birthday, so I want to treat myself a bit in that month. So there's only 3 figures, but they're all kind of pricey, so it's fine. So the first one is the Darling in the Franxx 02 for my darling 1/7 scale figure from Good Smile Company. I remember seeing this when it was unpainted and a prototype. I fell in love. I thought it wasn't gonna come out anytime soon. Like, it was still like unpainted and stuff, so I was like, there's no hope of that coming out soon, and it'll be very, very pricey if it is. I was saying like over £500 type thing, but when it came out for pre-order, I instantly wanted her once again, because 02, another one of my favorites. So far we've had Kurumi, Shiro and 02 as my favorites. I don't just pick one, I pick many. But she was £279.99, which is pricey, but I also, with Dekai, have to pay a deposit, so it's about 20% or something like that up front, so it takes a chunk out of it anyway, so it's not going to be that much when I go to pay for it, but that's how much it is on the site right now. If that's a set price, but it's also less if you pay full, and then a portion if you pay deposit, which I kind of like. And then this one is the one that I've got the bootleg of, but want to replace it because I'm annoyed that it's a bootleg. So that is the No Game No Life Shiro re-release by Fat Company 1/7 scale. This figure was one of my first figures, and I was so annoyed when I realised that it was a bootleg, because it's one of the convincing bootlegs. So I wanted to see the aftermarket price of her, and I regret seeing the aftermarket price of her because it put me off getting her properly when I realised it was a bootleg. So when she was announced as a re-release for the third time, I just wanted to get her. I wanted to get rid of the bootleg. I wanted the official one, so then I'm not afraid of showing photos of her to people or showing her to people, because at the moment I am a little bit nervous about showing people. When they come around and look at my office and stuff, they might point out that it's a bootleg, so that's always on the back of my mind. But she is £168.99, and once again I paid a chunk for the deposit because she's off a Dekai anime. And the third one for this month is the No Game No Life Stephanie Dola Bare Leg B-Style, which just got announced yesterday, I think, and I got her straight away. Like, there was no hesitation, because there was two figures that were announced yesterday, one getting a rerun and the other one getting a release. So this is the one that was getting a release, and I just wanted it. And once again, she is by Freeing, and she is a quarter scale, but as she's kneeling or like sort of lower to the ground than the other ones that I have on here, she'll be easier to display, and then I'll be able to move all the ones that are sort of kneeling or doing what she's doing down a bit in my detail when I sort them all out. I got her off of Army for £174.98. So like I said, they are all quite pricey that month, which is scary, but I'll be able to deal with it easily enough. So then for September, there's 3 again, and this is another pricey month, but by that time I'll be in full-time work and I'll be fine. I'll be able to afford everything because I won't be a student anymore. So then the first one is No Game No Life 0 Shiro and Shuvi 1/7 scale by Fat Company. This is another instant pre-order and ignoring the price once again. And when I first saw them, I wanted them straight away. because I didn't know that the other ones of that company were getting a re-release. So I ordered it straight away. Then the re-release came out, and I thought, it doesn't matter, I'll get them both, or get them all, and then have them as sort of like a trio type thing until like the others from No Go No Life get a re-release from Fat Company, and then that'll be an issue. But yes, they are £240.52, which once again is pricey, but I'll be able to deal with it. And then the second one is the Evangelion Radio Eva Asuka Langley Shikinami Part 1. So the first release that they had. She's getting a re-release because of the Part 2 that's coming out, and I wanted to get them. I have bought the monochrome version, so I thought that it would look really nice, and I was sort of debating whether to get the monochrome or coloured one, because then if the coloured one would go better with my other figures because they're all coloured, but I think the monochrome will stand out better and it'll be more eye-catching in the long run. She is a 1/7 scale by Hobbymax. I got her off Army for £89.59p, which is less than the new one that's coming out, which is good. I am planning, if they are all going to get re-releases, to get them all, and the new ones as well, because then I can have them all together. I haven't watched Evangelion yet, but I do plan to. It's on my list of ones I need to watch, and my attention span is a little bit wonky with anime at the moment, so I go from stages of watching a lot to not watching that much at all. So yeah. And the third one and last one off of this month is Date Alive 4 Yoshino B-Style by Freeing. This one was another one that I was debating on heavily, mainly because of how much this month cost afterwards. And I was hunting for places to be able to pay like full amount there and then type thing. But I don't think Solaris Japan had her in stock when I was looking on pre-order. So I decided to sort of experiment at a different site. I have bought from them before, so I know they are fine to get from. But it was more, I didn't know how they worked with pre-orders, which this is Amazon Japan. I got one of my high school DxD figures, Beast Bunny style figures from Amazon Japan, and my Jibril bunny figure off of Amazon Japan as well, and they are very quick, very reliable with the packages. You don't have to pay customs, which is an issue I'm getting with Army now, where I have to pay. I'm getting the Solaris Japan, which is an issue because obviously you spend so much on the postage and then have to spend more on the customs, which took me by surprise the first time, especially when you have to pay more on customs and you did the whole thing. It's a bit annoying, but that is how it is. So actually I have none as of yet for October. I am trying to find some for October, but I'm only going to put ones that I really, really want in there because of where I'm getting so many through. It's getting to the point where I don't know how I'm going to afford it. I have got I've got one already for next year, I do believe. I have two for next year already. So 2023, I have two for them already. So that's fun. But I ordered them back in 2021. So it was weird ordering them. So for November 2022, I have the Illustration Revelation 2G collaboration Yuji Minki. Sorry if I butchered that name, I don't know how to pronounce it. She is a non-scale figure, which I find is fine because she is beautiful. I have looked at the dimensions of her. She's about 28 centimeters tall, which is quite tall. And she is by Good Smile Company. I got her off of AniWolfie for £157.16p. I was on the fence about getting her at first because I wasn't too sure whether I wanted original characters in my collection or not, because as I don't know the original character reference or anything like that, like the person that made them, I didn't particularly want to seem like a fake fan in that sense, so I sort of stayed away from original characters until I started buying the original characters from Freeing, which now I look back at it, it's kind of a stupid thing to avoid buying something because of their original character aspect, which I find very dumb now. And the second one I got for November is the second one from the Stephanie Dola collection thing that I got literally yesterday. And that is the Artifacts J Attack on Titan Levi Fortitude figure from Kotobukiya. He is a 7th scale and he is also a re-release. I've been wanting this figure for the longest time because I missed out on his first release, and oh my god, I didn't know that there were so many bootlegs of a figure in my life. Like, and the aftermarket for him is extortionate, so I decided that I would wait until he possibly got a rerun or anything like that. So I'm so happy when I saw him on AniWolfie yesterday, and I decided there and then that I will buy him and pre-order him and make sure he is mine, because I unfortunately also missed out on the re-releases of the other Attack on Titan figures, the ones where they're in a tree. I've forgotten who done them, but I left it too long on deciding, so I missed out on them. I might buy them off of Solaris or AniWolfie if they ever come back on it, which is unlikely. And he was £86.54, which is a decent price, seeing as I saw bootlegs going for over 100, easy over 100. But I think he went for more when he was first released, possibly. So that's why the bootlegs were so extortionately high. And then the last two, which is for December 2022, which is nuts to think about, is the Genshin Impact Kaching Driving Thunder by Apex. This figure I had on my mind for ages because I wasn't too sure whether or not to get them, because seeing as I haven't got the Mona or the Ningguang pre-orders, I have got the Ganyu one for 2023, but as I didn't have them to pre-ordered, I didn't know whether to get her as well as the Klee one, which, looking back at it, is a dumb thing to think, because Mona and Ningguang will probably get a re-release at one point anyway, and there's probably going to be a lot more Genshin Impact characters anyway. And I brought her off of AniWolfie. She's a 7th scale figure, and she was £111.99, which once again, for the way that this figure is made, is worth it. Like, I know she's a 1/7 and all, but I've got more expensive 1/7s. For instance, the next one and the last one of this video, and if you stuck by this long, God help you. But this is the Evangelion Radio Ava Asuka Langley Part 2. So this is the second lot of the Radio Ava releases. And once again, I got her in the monochrome option because I think that should look really cool against the Part 1 counterpart. And she is by Hobby Max again. She's a 1/7 and I got her off of Army. She is significantly more expensive than the re-release, but that's because obviously she's a new release. And she is £136.48, which is a lot higher. But I don't mind too much because that's in December and I don't have to worry about it at the moment. And all I have to worry about is the ones coming up rather than the ones that are in the distant future. So that being that, there is a few more that I'm looking forward to being announced that I saw in the videos that I've mentioned before about people talking about the announcement expos that happened in Japan. I was going to get the Rent a Girlfriend bunny figures, but I chose not to because I didn't like the way that they were made. I know that some people like them a lot more, but I don't like their faces or the fact that the bunny suits look so weird. Like, I like the fact that they've done different things with the stockings and stuff and not just straight up fishnets, but I think that they could have done a lot better with the faces and the expressions, and possibly instead of having such a shiny suit, muting it down a bit and maybe having more of a pastel pink rather than a bright pink, and like just sort of muting it down a bit. I think that would fit a lot better. I do like the colours, like the coloured suits, but I also think they could have possibly muted them down a little bit more. But yeah, they are my pre-orders for 2022, and if they do change a lot, then I'll make another like update video like halfway through the year possibly, to sort of clarify what ones are new, what ones are the same, and then what ones have been delayed, because like I said earlier, there are some figures that I pre-ordered last year that have been delayed into this year, which is kind of irritating, but it's, at the same time, it's fine. The world is in a state right now and they're not focusing on getting the production of plastic things done properly, like as quick as they would like them to be, because there's more pressing issues than a plastic figure for a lonely person in Britain. But yes, that is that. So if you're wondering who I am Wolfie Spence, also known as Wolfie Spence over on Twitch. I have made this channel so then if I start making start uploading my Twitch streams to YouTube, then I'll be able to have the differentiating channels between AniWolfie and Wolfie Spence. Granted, I know that this name is the most cringiest thing, but it's the only thing I could think of to summarize what this channel is, and keeping my normal brand. But yes, as you can tell, I am a VTuber, but I am not. I don't hide my face. I Like, I understand why other people do it, but I don't hide my face because I actually started streaming with a face cam originally, so everyone knows what I look like anyway. So I may do unboxing videos if I have the time or the patience to be able to resist opening them straight away, which is usually what I do anyway. But I do attempt to do some more like unboxing type things over on my TikTok, which can be linked down in the description, along with my Twitch and my Linktree and all my socials. I'm not expecting this to blow up or anything. I just want to keep track of what I'm pre-ordering myself, and thought it'd be nice to put it into video format. I did get this idea originally from a YouTuber called Gwen Collects, which I watch quite a bit anyway, because I quite like the way that she has her videos and stuff like that. And I also take a lot of inspiration with how I have my figures and my socials and whatnot. If you do want to keep track of my figure collecting and my manga collecting, because I have over 700 mangas, I do have an Instagram called Wolfie the Manga Collector. I do keep an update on there about what I'm getting in and all that lot, and my pre-orders and whatnot. So if you'd like to follow that, you're more than welcome to. But I am going to leave it there now. So thank you all so much for watching. Even if it's one person, it still means the world. Like, just being able to put this out there and then see it physically, even though obviously it's not my actual face, but I don't care. But yeah, I'll see you whenever I next make a video. Bye bye.